Welcome back, YouTubers. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be dealing with nails, specifically air nails that have gone through the surface of the wood that we're trying to paint. So I'm going to show you how we go about dealing with them. Let's get into our demonstration. So you can see that this bead has been nailed into the edge of this plywood, and the nail has punched through the surface of the plywood. The nail hasn't come right out. It's just made an unsightly imperfection in the wood. You can see that it's split the surface there. Let's put a bump in it. So we have to address that. And we see another one right there. And then if we go and see, the nail has come right through the surface of the wood. And tried to nail this piece of wood on. It's come through. So you might see a few of these on your projects. And some people choose to ignore them, they don't want to deal with them, but they're really ugly. And so we're going to fix them up so the customer's happy. Or we're going to fix them up so we can be happy. So I'll show you how we do it. So for demonstration purposes, we're going to use this nail that hasn't gone through the wood, just to show you how we can deal with basically every situation that we come across. But once you've identified this flaw, we need to expose the nail, obviously, so we're going to have to do a little bit of damage. It's like surgery, we're going to have to make things a little worse before they get better. But we know the nail is coming from this direction up, so we just want to get under the nail, and we just have a sharp tool like an awl or what have you. I have this, I've had this tool for years. It just seems to be handy for all kinds of things. You could use a chisel, you could almost use a screwdriver, but whatever you choose to use, you want to get a sharp object and get under that nail and try to expose it without making too much damage. So we can get under it. Pick away at those layers of wood. It may be that we have to dig fairly deep. So in this case, it was just the end of the nail, it looks like, that created all that damage. And we chip away that lump. Yeah, we do see the nail there. So my initial thought was, if we get this lump removed, we can just fill that, punch that nail down and fill it. But I think I want to remove that nail in case it peeks through our filler. So what we need to do is get a pair of snips, because essentially these air nails are just wire. So we just get a pair of electrical snips. We can pull it through. Okay. And then we want to get down to the bottom of the little bit lower than the surface and snip. You heard that snip, and that was the wire getting snipped off. And now that wire is kind of, the tip of that wire is flush, pretty much flush with the surface of our wood. So then we want to take hammer and nail set just hammer that in. Now the edge of that wire or the edge of that nail is now lower than the surface of our wood. Then we take our putty knife and we make sure we get rid of any loose paint around that area. And take our spackle and fill in that hole. We could use wood filler. Today we're using spackle. You just fill that in nicely and leave that to dry. So we'll come back and see what it looks like in a while. So I just wanted to give you a quick shot of what the shelf looked like after we'd pulled those nails and put in some filler. Now we have to let that dry, sand it out, and then we can give it our finished coats.